It is with profound sadness and heavy hearts that the Mitchell family announced the death of Joachim Allan Mitchell, son of the late Joseph Arundel Mitchell and Marie Angela Mitchell, and brother of the late Martinus Mitchell Saltibus. Joachim was a beloved son, grandson, nephew, brother, uncle, cousin, father, and grandfather of Belfort Soufrière. Joachim was also known as T. Allen. He passed away on Thursday, January 13, 2022, in Soufrière at approximately 8 a.m. He was 71 years old. Left to mourn are his wife, Joan Bissant, residing in Toronto, Canada, two daughters, Eustolia Anthea Niblatt of Houston, Texas, and Noelita Grant in Otsa. Two sons, Ryan Louise of Belfort and Samuel Joseph of Fosse Jacques Soufrière. One adopted son, Shane Louise. Two stepsons, Ian Bissant of Monchy and Chad Bissant of Mondador. 6 grandchildren, Swartza Mondesi and Clovelvert Mondesi in Houston, Texas, Sylvania Louise and Raylan Louise in Belfort Soufrière, Joel Baptista Perez and Marley Bissant of Mondador. Brothers, Lennox Mitchell of London, England, Pascal Lawrence Mitchell, Michael Mitchell, and Theodore Francis Mitchell, all in Baytown, Texas. Sisters, Eugenia Gills of Sunbelt, Antonia Mitchell Sonson of Tapia, Marcella Preville, Frederica Camillus Mitchell, Martina Tilia Mitchell, Domina Jones, and Julie Waters, all of Baytown, Texas. Phyllis Holder in Canada. Uncle Matthew Sabath Saltibus and his wife Marcella Saltibus residing at Wingsville, Soufrière, and their family in V4 and in the U.S. Aunts Mary Yola Stevens and family residing in Trinidad, England, and the U.S. Lucia Rixie Comby and family residing in St. Croix and in the U.S. Aracia Louie and family residing in Baytown and Houston, Texas. June Maida and family residing in Baytown and Houston. Son-in-law Ainsley Neblet residing in Houston. Daughter-in-law Lisa Alcindor of Belfort Soufrière. Sisters-in-law Gabrielle Mitchell and Edith Mitchell residing in Texas, Agnes Mitchell residing in London, Josephine Manuisi in the U.S. Brothers-in-law George Preville and Camilla Jones in Baytown, Texas. Valence Sonson of Tapia, Terence Holder in Canada, Shabatis Bissant, better known as Rupert, and Rudolph Bissant of Mondador, Frederick Bissant of Hospital Road, Anthony Bissant of Cicero, and David Bissant in Canada. Nephews Earl Mitchell, Tobias Mitchell, Roger Mitchell, Val Joseph, Mitchum Amab, Jadel Jones, Nikolai Mitchell, Rendell Mitchell, Harlem Mitchell, Al Mitchell, Gia Mitchell, and Joannis Mitchell, all residing in Texas. Garvin Lariche and Stenda Mitchell of Toronto, Canada. Julian Snack of Cafe Chazelle. Romeus Nestor of Saltibus. Brian Nestor, Sebastian Nestor, John Jean, Colvin Jean, Curly Rachel, Frank Saltibus, and Dale Joseph out of Soufrière. Hyacinth Gills in Arizona, USA. Owen Gills and Welby Gills of Sunbelt. Nigel Mitchell. Kyle Christopher Waters residing In Minneapolis, Minnesota, nieces Verna Felix, Sarah Mapps, Tomich Cherry, Chanel Jones, Medell Mitchell, Mella Mitchell, Mia Mitchell, Miami Mitchell, and Celia Mitchell Jones. Jamala and Victoria Mitchell all residing in Texas. Tanise Melissa Hinkson of Castries. Cassell Mabian in Kentucky, USA. Taddy Alexander in Canada. Michelle Mitchell and Cormichelle Mitchell in London. Glory Gills and Frances Cara Snack Nelson in New York. Several grandnephews and grandnieces, great-grandnephews and nieces. Several cousins, among whom are Anthony Tony Michelle, Martin Elliott, and Lydia and Nancy Elliott and families in Castries. Llewellyn Phillip, also known as Chico, in Castries. The Michelle family in Belfort, Chateau-Belair, and Soufrière. The Sauntibus family from Wavenclair, Vieux, New York, Texas, and Canada. The James, Calix, and Modeste families in Wavenclair, Soufrière, Castries, New York, and Canada. The St. Amy and Snack families in Soufrière. The Blas family of Sanssouci and New York. The Charles and Augustine families of Belfort. The Didier family of Belfort and Chateau-Belair. The Haynes family of Castries, England, and Anguilla. The Alfred family of Soufrière. Close friends: Teresa Charles of Corinth, Adela Henry, who was his caregiver in Belfort. Other families with roots on the Bombay Soufrière: Aput, Bousquet, and other friends in Belfort, Fossé-Jacques, Soufrière, Choiseul, Labrie, and beyond. The funeral service for Joachim Allan Mitchell will be held on Thursday, January 27, 2022, at the Our Lady of the Assumption Church in Soufrière at 2 p.m. The body will be laid to rest at the Soufrière Cemetery. The body now lies at Ramballi's Funeral Parlor, Latony, Vieux. May his soul rest in peace.